For much of my early life, I was trapped in a cycle. I was constantly busy, yet going nowhere fast. Broke, stressed, and feeling like I was running on a treadmill that never stopped. But everything changed when I realized that success isn't just about what you do. Just as importantly, it's about what you stop doing. Today, I want to share the 7 things I quit that transformed my life, taking me from broke to millionaire. Maybe these lessons can help you too, to stop wasting your precious time and start building the life you truly want. The first thing I quit was making excuses. It's easy to blame circumstances, the economy, or your upbringing for your lack of progress. For years, I told myself I couldn't succeed because I didn't have the right connections, didn't go to the right schools, or wasn't lucky enough. But all those excuses did was keep me exactly where I was, stuck. The moment I took full responsibility for my life, everything changed. I realized that while I couldn't control everything, I could always control my actions, my attitude, and my willingness to learn. When you stop making excuses, you reclaim your power. You become the driver of your life, not just a passenger. And that's the foundation for any lasting success. The second thing I quit was hanging around negative people. They say you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and I found that to be painfully true. When you surround yourself with cynics, complainers, and people who don't believe in you, their negativity seeps into your mindset and limits your ambition. I made the difficult decision to distance myself from people who constantly pulled me down. Instead, I sought out mentors, positive influences, and like-minded individuals who inspired me to aim higher. The change in my environment led to a change in my mindset, and that mindset shift made all the difference. Third, I quit waiting for the perfect moment. For years, I told myself I'd start the business, learn the new skill, or invest in myself when the timing was just right. But here's the truth. There is no perfect time. Waiting for perfect conditions is just another form of procrastination. The most successful people take action, even when they feel unprepared. They learn as they go. When I stopped waiting and started doing, I made mistakes, plenty of them. But those mistakes became my best teachers. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Don't let the illusion of perfect timing keep you from chasing your dreams. The fourth thing I quit was chasing instant gratification. I used to spend money I didn't have on things I didn't need, just to feel good in the moment. Whether it was the latest gadget, eating out, or partying with friends, I was trading my long-term financial freedom for short-term pleasure. True wealth requires discipline and the ability to delay gratification. I learned to invest in myself, save consistently, and say no to temptations that didn't align with my goals. Over time, those small sacrifices added up, and my financial situation began to turn around. If you want extraordinary results, you have to be willing to do what most people aren't. Sacrifice today for a better tomorrow. Fifth, I quit fearing failure. Failure used to terrify me. I thought that if I messed up, it meant I wasn't good enough and everyone would judge me. That fear kept me from taking risks and trying new things. But the truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. Once I embraced failure as a necessary step on the road to success, I stopped playing small. I started taking calculated risks, and every time I fell, I picked myself up with more knowledge and resilience. The most successful people in any field are not the ones who never fail. They're the ones who never quit. Sixth, I quit comparing myself to others. In the age of social media, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison, measuring your progress against someone else's highlight reel. I wasted years feeling inadequate because I wasn't as successful, attractive, or popular as the people I saw online. But comparison is the thief of joy. It distracts you from your own journey and makes you forget how far you've come. I started focusing on my own growth, setting goals that mattered to me, and celebrating my small wins. When you stop comparing and start competing only with your past self, you'll find a deeper sense of fulfillment and confidence. Finally, the seventh thing I quit was living without a plan. For a long time, I drifted through life, hoping that things would work out. But hope is not a strategy. Wealth and success require clarity, intention, and consistent action. I started setting clear financial goals, creating budgets, and tracking my progress. I mapped out a vision for my future and put in the daily work to make it a reality. The difference was night and day. When you have a plan, you move through life with purpose and direction. You know what to say yes to, and just as importantly, what to say no to. Looking back, these 7 things I quit were not easy. Letting go of old habits, beliefs, and relationships stretched me in ways I never expected. But every step away from what was holding me back was a step towards the life I wanted to build. If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or frustrated, I encourage you to take a hard look at what you need to quit. Remember, success is not just about adding more to your life. It's about subtracting what no longer serves you. The journey from broke to millionaire isn't about luck or magic. It's about making intentional choices, day after day, and having the courage to let go of the things that stand in your way. Start by taking responsibility for your life. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. Take action, even when you're scared. Practice discipline and patience. Embrace failure as your teacher. Focus on your own path and make a plan that excites you. You have the power to rewrite your story. It starts with a single decision: to stop wasting your life and to start living it with purpose. The road won't always be easy, but every step forward is worth it. Don't wait for permission, the perfect moment, or someone else to save you. The life you want is waiting for you on the other side of what you're willing to quit today. Most people think that becoming a millionaire requires luck, privilege, or a brilliant idea, but the truth is far simpler and far more uncomfortable. It's not just about what you do, it's about what you stop doing. In this video, we uncovered the 7 habits that silently kept me broke for years. Habits that felt normal, harmless, even productive, but they were secretly draining my time, energy, and future. And when I finally broke free from them, everything changed. This isn't just a story about money, it's about identity. It's about realizing that who you are today doesn't have to define who you'll be tomorrow. The shift began the moment I took responsibility, rewired my mindset, and made small, uncomfortable changes that led to extraordinary results. If you've ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or like you're meant for more, let this be your turning point. Because the life you want isn't waiting for someday, it's waiting for you to decide. Before you go, remember this: you are not stuck. You've just been living with habits that quietly hold you back. But today, something changed. You've seen the truth behind the 7 habits that kept you poor. And now, it's your turn to decide who you want to become. If this video spoke to you, even just one part of it, don't let that spark die out. Subscribe to Raidespire and become part of a community that believes in growth, resilience, and building a life of true freedom. Leave a comment below and tell me, which of these habits hit you the hardest? Which one are you ready to let go of? And if you know someone who needs to hear this, someone who's tired of being stuck or just starting their journey, send them this video. It might be the shift they've been waiting for. Thank you for watching. Keep growing. Keep believing. This is just the beginning.